迎并且感谢大家参加今天的讨论会，我是 Jerry， 客串今天的主持。复杂问题简单说系列第一讲的话题是如何让您的孩子成为百万富翁。在我们的讲座过程中呢，大家如果有问题，可以在屏幕右手边的 Q&A 的对话框中输入您的问题。你也可以在别人提出的问题上点赞，点赞率最高的问题在问答的环节会因为自动排序得到优先的回答。想得到讲座 PPT 的朋友们，请扫描周军城市集团的二维码，并输入 PPT 3个字符，会后您就会得到 PPT。老朋友们可以直接进入公众号，输入 PPT 3个字符就可以了。下面呢，我给大家介绍一下今天的2位嘉宾。第一位 Justin 周军女士，老朋友们应该都认识。Justin 本科毕业于上海复旦大学世界经济系，随后又万里挑一考取了香港中文大学的 MBA。Justin 早在90年代初就移居了芝加哥，同时也是资深的伊利诺伊州的注册会计师。他是周军城市集团的创始人兼总裁，在税务、地产、保险和投资方面积累了数十年的经验，尤其擅长个人和家庭的税务规划和投资理财。Justin，
谢谢大家，谢谢 Jerry。我们自从疫情回来以后，开了很多次的讲座，我变成一个 webinar junkie， 开玩笑非常感谢周四晚上，这是我们做的一个新的系列，跟我的好朋友也是老朋友 Ron Mark 一起来做这个讲座。先给大家很快的介绍一下我们周军城市集团。我们现在有3个分支：会计、地产和保险。那我们公司跟别人不同的在哪里呢？我总结下来，我们有2个不同点。第一个呢，就是我们公司非常的注重客人的需求，我们真的是听客人的，就是他们需要什么，然后为他们量体裁衣。所以在我们的税务的工作里面呢，我不仅仅帮你做好税表，我们更重要的是帮你做好策划，为你将来一辈子早交税做好非常好的策划，这是第一条。那么第2条呢，我们有一站式的服务，这就是为什么我们有3个分支。我们不仅帮你报税，帮你策划，还帮你就是说，比如说买投资地产啊，买一些保险啊，还有帮你去托管房产，做很多这些售后的服务。所以的话呢，你到我们这边来以后呢，就一站式的一条龙的服务会非常方便你。好的，那我就不多赘述了，你们也了解一下我的好朋友 Ron。谢谢你 Jerry。
谢谢谢谢
Justin。第2位嘉宾 Ron Mark。Ron 是一个 AB 长得跟你我一样，看他的中文，尤其是普通话，我估计还
谢谢，我是 AB。
Jerry 你的声音好像有进进出出哦。
Oh really？
没事。
你敢 hear me now？ 好一点吗？
I can hear you.
You can hear me？
听到。
Okay。Roth Price Futures Group 的总裁，也是芝加哥投资顾问委员会 CIAC 注册的资深金融财务顾问。他在为客户量身定做投资和对冲策略，在管理制度资本、养老金、留本基金以及家庭财产等方面经验极为丰富，是芝加哥投资顾问委员会 CIAC 的 他在风险把控和收益平衡，为客户制定完整财富管理和退休计划方面具有非常独到的经验。Ron。
谢谢 Jerry。Hello everyone. 我国语说的不好，我是 ABC as Jerry said. So I will speak in English and Jerry will help me translate tonight. So thank you for having me tonight. Welcome to our new educational series. We're calling it the Retirement in Plain English. So in this series, we're going to attempt to share key concepts about retirement planning and wealth management that some may have found complex, maybe even found kind of scary. So we're here to demystify all of this and then give our audience kind of a clear and precise picture of retirement, because we believe the most important thing is clarity. Having clarity is key. So I will be bringing a kind of a different perspective from retirement and wealth management. My background is I spent the last 26 years at the Chicago Board of Trade here in Chicago, where the riskiest assets are traded. Riskiest assets are futures and commodities in the marketplace. I've seen a lot of different situations. Futures and commodities, for those who don't know, are things such as gold and silver, soybeans and corn, currencies and bonds, crude oil, the ever popular S&P 500 futures. So they are the riskiest assets in the world. But, being around money managers and traders in the Chicago Board of Trade, they also have to plan for their retirement, plan for their family's retirement, and manage their wealth. So I'm going to share with you key concepts that I've been around and I've seen and I've learned on how these people, wealthy managers, traders, manage their wealth. So this whole series, I'm going to bring key ideas on how they got where they're at, how they're currently planning their wealth management, their financial planning for their families, and more importantly, their children. So wouldn't it be very interesting to learn how a gentleman that came from zero, from nothing, that's worth $50 million, how he plans his retirement? How about a gentleman that's worth $500 million? How does he think about wealth management, about financial planning? So these are very interesting points, which I'm going to share with you in these series here with you today. So thank you for having me here. Jerry.
Thanks, John. 我就不给John做那个全部的翻译了啊，John基本上就是第一，他回顾了他自己的这个职业的生涯，另外呢，他想借这个机会呢，开一个系列的讲座，那么讲座的内容主要就是说，跟大伙介绍一下那些富人们是怎么样来安排他们的财富的，是怎么样这个给他们的孩子们安排未来的这个计划的，同时当然他会谈到很多投资市场这方面的情况。那么今天的话呢，我们第一个这个主题的话呢，实际上是非常聚焦的，不会谈得很广泛，非常非常的集中。那么在讲座开始之前呢，让我们先做一个小小的 poll 调查，了解一下有多少朋友听说过、做过 Roth IRA。现在屏幕上已经问题应该跳出来了，非常非常简单，回答就是有或者没有。
希望大家踊跃参加。好的，
好，非常有意思啊。几乎是 50-50， 其实是48对52，就是52%的听众是听说过 Roth IRA 的，还有48%的朋友们还没有听说过。那这样我从 Justin 开始好吗 ？Justin， 显然有大约一半的朋友还不是那么熟悉 Roth IRA。为了讨论方便，您能不能简单解释一下什么是 Roth IRA？
好的，其实呢，我也看到有50%的朋友已经开了的，这是一个非常好的一个账号啊。为什么它叫 Roth 呢？就是它是一个在1997年的时候有一个 senator， 他的 last name 是 Roth， 这是他出来的一个 bill。那么就像美国很多的这些计划都是用这些人的名字来的，所以它叫 Roth IRA。那么 IRA 呢，顾名思义就是 Individual Retirement Account， 个人的退休账号。那它棒的地方在哪里呢？它最棒的就是它的收益是免税的，就是当你把钱放在 Roth IRA 里面，所有的增值都不需要交税。那你从59岁半开始呢，就可以把这个钱拿出来，你可以全部拿出来，1分钱的税也不交。同时你也可以一直不拿出来，不像 traditional IRA， 你有一个就是 required minimum distribution， 到你72岁的时候呢，你不拿出来要被罚款。但这个呢就不罚款，你可以一直留着，等到你过世的时候，你可以给你的孩子，你的孩子拿着也是不需要交税的。我不是说遗产税，我说这个 Roth IRA 里面的增值它都不需要交税，所以它是很棒的。还有一个很棒的，可能很多朋友不知道的呢，就是你放进去的钱的本金是随时都可以拿出来的。因为呢你是税后的钱放进去的，它唯一的 不是不好，就是唯一的这个策略上来讲的话，就是你把钱放进去的那一天并不为你省税，不像 traditional IRA。但是大家想一想 ，traditional IRA 你今天放进去的时候是省税了，将来拿出来全部的钱，本金加上收益都要交税。所以如果算一个大的账的话 ，Roth IRA 是非常非常 powerful 的。就是有2个小的细节再跟大家重复一下。一个呢，因为今年的税截止期延迟到了7月15号，因为那个 COVID-19。所以的话，今年如果你19年的 Roth IRA 还没有做的客人，一定要去做了，不要忘了啊。还有呢，就是今年的投资限额呢是每年今年可以放6000块钱，如果你是50岁以上，像我这样的话，可以放7000块钱。如果你的收入非常高，超过了一定比例以后呢，有一个 backdoor Roth IRA，这个时候呢，就是说了，如果你们需要这些咨询，可以来找我，反正或者找你自己的税务师。Roth IRA 应该是每个人都可以做的。Jerry 有没有讲的太多？
非常感谢你的详尽的解释啊。听上去 Roth IRA 确实是一个理想的、让人老有保障的财务安排。我相信每个朋友都应该利用它，并且是最大程度上利用它，对吧 ，Justin？
是的，是的，在我的tax practice 里面，我几乎跟每一个客人都聊这个，而且几乎我所有的客人都有 Roth IRA， 我也很 proud。这个是我觉得没有一个人就有很多东西说是不一定适合你，但 Roth IRA really everyone needs to have it。
Okay, thanks. Ron, as a senior finance advisor, what can Roth IRA accounts invest in? 你觉得 Roth IRA 里面的钱可以投资于哪些领域？
Yes, Jerry. So a little bit confusion. A lot of people think that a Roth IRA is an investment. A Roth IRA is a vehicle. It actually is a tax code. The government, U.S. government, puts in a tax code that pretty much defines that vehicle is a vehicle that can be used for tax-free growth. So if a Roth IRA is a vehicle, think of it as a shell. Investments are what you put into the shell, what you put into the vehicle. So you can choose investments such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. I've seen people put in real estate, precious metals, artwork. I've heard people, I've never seen it myself, but they put in racehorses. So, I mean, design whatever investment that you put into a Roth, but the key component is that this Roth vehicle allows you to grow capital tax-free for many, many years. Okay, but I really want to bring us back to the main topic today. Our main topic today and the topic of this webinar together today is how to help your kids, how to help your children become millionaires using a Roth. And that is the topic today we will discuss.
Thanks, Ron. Ron 说 Roth IRA 呢，它本身是个投资账户，它不是投资本身。这里面的钱你存进去以后，可以投几乎任何的标的，从股票、债券、指数基金、共同基金，甚至房产、名画、古董等等等等。Ron, I actually have a question. To me, Roth IRAs it sounds like a adult account. How kids could have a Roth IRA? Sorry, give me a second. I have to repeat my question in Chinese. 我刚才问 Ron 就是说，Roth IRA 似乎应该是个成年人的退休财务安排。那一个孩子他怎么可以有一个 Roth IRA 呢？ Ron.
So again, this Roth IRA is an investment vehicle that many people overlook, and it's kind of sad that they overlook it because it's actually one of the most powerful investment vehicles that I've seen myself personally and a lot of wealthy families utilize. As long as a child can earn income, if they have earned income, they can then invest in a Roth IRA. We'll get into details later of what age group and how to structure it, but basically is this. If a child can earn income, you can then invest capital into a Roth IRA for your kids, which a lot of people are not aware of. And we'll go into how it shows the power of it in the next couple seconds.
Thanks. 很有意思 Ross 这样说的，就是说一个孩子是完全可以开 Roth IRA 的户口的，只要他有收入。 那么从孩子来讲，当然有些孩子从小就可以收入，比如说如果你是个小演员，或者是小的一个模特，平面模特是吧？这个我觉得可以理解。所以呢，他的讲的是非常非常重要一点，只要有收入，跟年龄是没有关系的。
那Jerry， 我补充一点啊，他是必须是工作的收入，不是那个投资的收入。
对，工作的收入，就孩子可以当演员了，什么，然后大一点了，在法律允许的这个前提下，他可以去，比如说deliver pizza 啦这些东西，他也可以有收入，就可以存到里面去了，对吧？这是我的理解。
对的。
OK，那我觉得到这儿的话，我们可能有个必要再问一下朋友们，就是说大伙有没有听说过，就是关于这个孩子的 Roth IRA？ 那 again 就是在屏幕上你们看到这个问题，然后请朋友们选择对自己合适的情况，好吗？谢谢。好，朋友们正在点。
我刚才在 chat box 里看到我的一个老客人，也是我一个好朋友汪老师，他说其实应该大家都听得懂中英文，所以可能就是 translation 可以再简短一点嘛，他是这个意思。
没问题，这个我
告诉你，
我就尽力了。
大部分客人都会讲英语，所以
OK， 我估计也是。
对，
所以我会对，我会酌情处理，好吗？
好的，谢谢。
这个结果出来了，将近2/3的朋友们是没有听说过，那么有30%的朋友们听说过，但没有为孩子开 Roth IRA， 只有大约7%的朋友听说过，并且已经为孩子开了 Roth IRA。所以应该来讲，绝大部分朋友都没有为孩子开过 Roth IRA。这个很有意思啊。这个 Ron looks like very few people know this concept. Please explain to us.
Absolutely. Let's have some fun and let's run through some different scenarios. Let's do this. Jerry, I know you have a son. You know, what's his name and how old is he?
Daniel. Daniel is 14.
So Daniel, okay. So Daniel's 14 years old. Let's say, okay, he's going to high school this year. Okay. And let's say that he's going to have a summer job, throughout his high school career. Let's say he delivers pizza or Chinese food. Because that's what I did during high school. And let's say he makes some pocket money. Okay. So let's say you can open up a Roth IRA for him. He's 15 years old and you just put in $1,000. Just $1,000 one time. Okay. Guess how much money, Jerry, he will have when he retires?
Good question. I guess that really depends on the return of the investment, right?
Yes, that is correct.
What's the assumption?
So let's take a look. Let's just use a return of 7%. Okay. The S&P historically returns anywhere from 8 to 10%, but let's just use 7%. Okay. So if you look at this display, look at this calculation, only investing for your child when your child is 15 years old, okay, one time, $1,000. By the time they retire at age of 64, 65, they'll have $30,000. Okay, $30,000 tax free. And when you see the tax savings of $15,000, that means if you put that same money, $1,000, in a taxable account, they would only have $15,000. Okay, so the power of the Roth IRA is the ability to grow over time tax-free returns. Okay, $1,000 one time, $30,000 by the time they retire. So this is the beginning of what I'm trying to show you. How powerful is this, Jerry?
Well, thanks, Ron. 坦率来讲，我知道应该会不少，但是我还是没有想到那么多。这个而且应该是免税的。也就是说，开户的时候您放了1000块钱 ，That's it， 后面就不再追加了。这个50年后，账户内价值差不多3万块，增加了30倍。
对，我这里插一句啊，Jerry，我这里很多的客人都为孩子存钱。我们中国人的父母是最伟大的。 我觉得他们肯定为孩子存钱，但可能就是没有用到 Roth。大家可以看一下，如果你没有把它放在 Roth IRA， 而是把它放在一个 taxable account 里面的话，你损失了一半的钱 ，right？
对。
所以的话，这个 Roth IRA， 当然就是 Ron 刚才讲的，因为他是15岁，所以 time is everything，right？ 非常好。但是 tax is also everything.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. 是。
So, Jerry, let's make this even better. Let's make an assumption that your son Daniel, okay, he works every summer during his high school career. Okay, let's say every summer for 4 years, he works a job and you can help him max out $6,000 per year in his Roth IRA. So 4 years, $6,000, total of $24,000. Let's use the same return, 7% return, marginal tax rate of 25%. Look at what it shows here. Very impressive. The account, when they retire at the age of 65, again, 4 years, $24,000. That's it. Gross is $700,000. Tax savings of about $300,000. That means if you put it in a taxable account, he would only have probably $400,000 in there. Okay, so the power of the Roth is to have the ability over time to grow your money. $700,000 just for those 4 years in high school, Jerry.
Well, 这个厉害了，这个还是原来的投资回报率的假设，但是呢，投入会更多一些。也就是说，假设您每年投入6000块钱，投了4年，就是 Ron 刚才讲的，孩子在整个高中期间，每年这个暑假打工或者两个假日打工，可以挣到一个，比如6000块钱，那么4年算下来投了24000，同样65岁的时候，账户就变成了70万，增值了差不多也是整整30倍。Ron.
Okay, Jerry, let's look at one more scenario, which is very common amongst my friends, actually my experience as well. Let's say that your son Daniel did not want to work through high school, okay? So he doesn't work through high school, but let's say during college, now he's 19 years old. Now in college, he may work on campus, take a campus job or take a side job. So let's compare. Now that he's 19 years old and you put $6,000 a year, 4 years again, $24,000 a total for those 4 years while he's in college. Let's look at the numbers here and then compare. As you can see, the numbers show huge difference. The account will be worth $500,000. Savings, again, about $250,000. But look at the difference just starting when your child is 15 versus starting when the child is 19. 4 years difference makes a difference of $170,000 difference. Okay? So that really drives home time is of the essence, okay? So that's the key right here, Jerry.
Thanks, Ron. 非常有意思啊！这个我们再来看 Ron 刚才展示出另外一个选择或者说投资方式。这个前一张 slide 我们假定孩子在高中的时候，在高中4年投入进去，然后呢，我们另外一种方式是假定孩子到上大学的时候投4年，也就是说投的钱是一模一样的，只是投的时间晚了4年，但结果差别非常非常明显。到孩子65岁的时候，账户内差了要将近20万，精确的算法应该是7万多。大家可以看到，仅仅时间上差了4年，最后的总额差了相当的明显。
我再插一句啊 ，Jerry， 这也是其实你可以把这个图给你的孩子看，你可以告诉他，在高中你应该去工作，对不对？我觉得在我的经验中，我因为有3个孩子，我觉得孩子越早开始打工越是好，因为他的 work ethics 会很好，也知道 money is not easy。不仅有这个好处，还有那个好处是可能 in my eyes 可能更重要。我就是插嘴在这里啊，从我自己个人的经验，小孩子越早开始工作越好，不一定要做很多事情，但这个也是一个就是他的一个怎么讲，是我们教育孩子里面一个很重要的地方。
Thanks, Justin. Ron,
So Jerry, before we move into my kind of final kind of illustration to really show, you know, the final topic, we have some questions from the audience. I think maybe we should address it now. There's 2 questions that came up. You can see that. One is from Zhong Yin, and the question was, as much as we want to start earlier, but do we have to wait until the kids start to have income, right? So the answer to that, Zhong Yin and Jerry, please help me translate, and Justine, please help me come from a tax perspective.
Translation, the question is asked in English.
Yes.
Ron,
Well,
you're
I mean,
right.
well, I want to make sure that if they need it for the audience to translate to Chinese. So the answer, Zhong Yin, the answer is that, do we have to wait till the kids start to have income? Yes, your child has to have income. But basically, if you own your own business and your child is about 12 years old, you can actually, and Justine will kind of expound on this a little bit later on how it's more powerful for a independent business owner and how it has many advantages. But if your child is 12 years old, you can have your child work for you and your company and earn income from there. If you don't have your own company, generally you want to wait until the child is about 15 because of just regular laws, and they can start to have a job, summer job, babysitting, working at a different company, restaurant, delivery. Okay, so Jerry, you may want to explain, or Justine.
You know what? Ying is actually my client, and she owns a business.
Oh, okay. So the answer there is 12 years old. So go on, Jerry.
我解释一下啊，就是说刚才那个有一位朋友就问了这个孩子什么时候可以这个开 Roth IRA。那么前面讲过，就是说 Roth IRA， 第一，孩子肯定可以开户；第二，它肯定是跟收入有关，但跟年龄没关。那么第三，那就变得非常非常具体了。那么一般来讲的话呢，如果您有自己的 business， 孩子在12岁就可以为父母或者为家族的企业工作，然后呢，您可以正儿八经的付他报酬。那么从法律层面上来讲，如果不是家族的生意，这个孩子要到外面去工作，比如说 Ron 在小时候他送披萨，那么按照今天的法律来讲，是孩子必须到15岁的。Am I correct? Justine and Ron.
Yeah, everyone's correct. But I'm thinking, should we go back to finish and then answer questions? Because I'm worried we can't finish because Ron has Ron has a great slide.
Yes. But I just have some questions up I wanted to answer, but we can come back to the questions a little bit, and maybe actually it might generate a lot more questions on my next couple slides. So let's take it home. So the topic today was really how to help your child become a millionaire. Okay, and that was the main focus of the whole presentation tonight. So the last illustration, what we're going to show here is that, okay, let's do this. Your child is 15 years old, okay? And let's say that you can max out $6,000 per year investing in a Roth IRA for them, $6,000 per year until they retire. Okay, again, assuming the same rate of return, 7%, your child's a millionaire. Your child is a millionaire. The account will be worth about $2.5 million, tax-free. Remember, tax-free growth. The tax savings will be about $1.3 million. What that means is that if you put the same amount of money and the same amount of return in a taxable account, you probably only have about $1 million, $1.2 million in the account. With a Roth IRA, starting early and starting now with your child, you can then help them potentially become a millionaire by the time they retire. That is the power of the Roth IRA. And this is what we're driving home tonight. This is what I want to share with you. Wealthy families that I've been around with help their child become millionaires, okay? Help their child really plan for their future. And that's the power of the Roth IRA. So I imagine a lot more questions coming in, but Justine, Jerry, please.
Wow, 这个确实有点难以置信啊！这个我儿子14岁，看样子我得抓紧时间是在他15岁之前去为他开个 IRA 了。对哦，我顺便问一下那个 Justin， 每年6000块，这个应该是额度吗？
对，刚才说了是个额度，这个额度每年也有变化，前2年还是5000呢，它会一点点上去，所以我觉得对，你可以反正叫孩子多工作一些就行了啦。特别是你自己的 business， 你可以给孩子的 hourly rate 高一点啊，是不是？
那就是说我不仅要给他开一个户头，我还得自己开始创业，是吧？是这个意思吧？
没有，他可以做一些其他的事情的。It's okay。美国还是有很多地方会雇佣那个就是小孩子这样的，他们很喜欢就是 temporary 的 work，right？
right 是。那这个数字还是比较惊人啊，就是说每年放6000块，然后呢，持之以恒的放。那么刚才 Ron 也讲到了，这是很多那个家里相对比较有钱的这个家庭，尤其作为祖父母什么都可能会作为给孩子的一个礼物一直存下去。当然，孩子也可以在自己工作以后可以接过来。那么这样存下去的话，可能我估计大概40年左右就应该上100万了。然后如果50年的话，那就是变成200多万了，是吧 ，Justin？
对的。反正我这里也给大家，刚才在听你们两个讲，反正因为我自己是一个做税的人，所以我自己有3个孩子，我有做这个 Kids Roth IRA， 我就回想起来，我儿子今年马上24岁了，就9年前，我跟我儿子的一个 conversation。我儿子也是个 typical 的 Chinese kid 吧，他数学很好，而且呢，初中里就参加了学校的那些什么 stock 的什么 club 啊什么的。然后15岁的就读高中的那年呢，他整天在家里玩游戏。我就问他，我说你到妈妈办公室来帮我做一点 filing。那个时候还是很多 paper， 现在都 paperless 了。他不愿意来，他肯定要玩他的这个游戏。那么我说，哎，你过来，我们来画一个图。你知不知道 Rule of 72？ 我问他，他说知道啊，就是说什么每年你的投资回报率是多少，那么你多少年这个账号就会翻倍。然后我就问他，你觉得美国的 S&P 500就是每年的增长率大概是多少？他马上就 Google 了，现在孩子都是 Google 孩子啊。他说是，他给了我什么8.6几。我说那我们用8来算吧。那么因为 Rule of 72， 如果这个市场每年增长8%的话，那就是说每9年你的钱就翻1倍，是吧？如果你这个夏天到我的办公室来办公，工作多少个小时，我会给你5000块钱。那个时候最高的限额只有5000块钱。然后我给你放，我不仅给你5000块的工资，我还用另外5000块钱放在这个退休账号里，你不能动的。但这个钱我们来看一下，到你退休的时候会是多少钱。We just go step by step， 你们可以看一下啊。他15岁的时候放5000块钱，就放这一次，对吧？9年以后翻倍，33年以后9年以后，再9年，几个9年，1、2、3、4、5，到他60岁那年是差不多16万。为什么是15万9呢？应该是16万，我们这里 slide 可能做错了，对不起大家，应该是16万，因为它这个5000翻倍的话是1万、2万、4万、8万、16万。其实这个是个赘数，刚刚 Ron 都说了，但是我想跟大家就是回忆一下我的一个真实的跟我儿子的对话。然后呢，我可以告诉大家，他是绝对去了我的办公室去办公的。然后呢，4年都在我的办公室里做了活，然后到大学里他也一直有打工。他现在已经在工作了，他住在波士顿，他工资并不高，但是波士顿的那个生活的这个 cost 非常的高。但是他做他自己的 budget 的时候，他的 Roth IRA 的 contribution is very very high. It's right after food and the rent， 在他的 entertainment 还要之前。因为他跟我说，如果这个钱他不放的话，将来他是要吃苦的。有了这个钱，将来会很开心。所以我觉得不管怎么样，如果我的儿子能够一路做下去的话，millionaire应该是没有什么问题的。我不是说在这里跟大家吹嘘，大家很多人也认识我，我只是觉得就是说，有的时候大家都知道这件事情是好的 ，but when the number is so clear in front of your face, you get it。而且这是一个教育孩子，我觉得一个非常好的一个方式。杰瑞，你觉得怎么样？你的 Daniel 现在就在这个 threshold。
我一定要向你学习，我觉得 Justin 说的非常有道理啊！做父母的不仅要为孩子做财务安排，更应该传承投资理念，在给他们鱼的同时，也给他们鱼竿，教会他们钓鱼。Ron, do you have anything to add upon?
Well, the thing I want to share again is that, I've been very, very fortunate to have my career at the Chicago Board of Trade for over 26 years, and I'm around very, very wealthy families, but also I also see how they got there. How did that family become wealthy? This is one of the vehicles that they use to really help their children to have an upper edge later on in life. I would love to have my family, my parents understood this when I was young. They did not have the knowledge. They did not have the experience for this. So This is why I think it's very, very powerful that families right now, especially in our Chinese community, because we never really knew this, that to utilize these tools to help our children, to have an upper edge later on in life. These are powerful stuff that, other families, other ethnic backgrounds have used. And this is why I think it's very important for the Chinese community to learn this. So,
yeah, Ron, I totally agree with you. Knowledge is power.
Power.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, as parents, we can only do what we know. 所以今天所有来听讲座的朋友们 I commend you. 你至少知道了这件事情，我觉得知道了这件事情就会去做，不知道是不可能做的，对吧？不知道怎么可能那么就刚才我的那个客人钟颖问了一个非常好的问题，这也是我在这里想跟大家分享的一个 strategy 或者 tips 吧，就是说如果你是一个 small business 的 owner 的话，如果你从12岁起，你的孩子就可以为你工作，你可以教育他 work ethics， 教育他工作，而且可以教会他你的 business，teach them your business，right？ 而且呢，最好的一点，你自己还省税了。因为你的税阶肯定是比你的孩子要高。现在呢，就是说，因为川普的税改以后，每个人的这个 standard 的就是 deduction 有12400，对不对？只要你付他的工资在12400之下是没有联邦税的，那州税是很少，只有4.95%，对不对？但你自己的税阶可能是在30几，这就是又省了税，又帮了孩子。去就是帮他成为一个 millionaire， 还教会了孩子要去工作的这个好的这个意念，所以我觉得这件事情是每个有 small business 的人都要做的。当然，如果你没有 small business， 刚才杰瑞已经跟我开玩笑，是不是要去创一个业？我们这里有很多很多的什么那个 real estate investor， 我的客人里特别特别多。你自己的 real estate 里面都是一个 LLC， 你的 LLC 也可以请他工作，对吧？叫他帮你打扫房间。我记得那个汪老师对吧？你们本来有一个real estate 的投资的，你跟你的孩子会去打扫啊什么，你教育他们很多很多辛苦工作的这些 good very good habits right？ 那么你也可以付他钱的嘛，对不对？这样的话，你付了他的钱，你还可以在你的 Schedule E 里面把它扣掉作为你的开支。父母的税率肯定比孩子高，所以大家都懂了。实在不行，你也可以让他去，比如说 ice cream parlor、pizza parlor 这种去做一点事情，在外面吃苦头也是好的。我觉得小孩子越早吃苦头越好。还有，当然我说，如果你的小孩，刚才杰瑞说，如果是那个 child actor 什么都可以的。但这里我有一个问题要问一下 Ron 啊 ，Ron，I believe if you are under 18, you cannot really open up an account under that person's name, right? So how do you go about that?
That is correct. It's actually called a custodial account. So if your child is still a minor, basically under the age of 18, you'll have to open an account for your child, but under your name. That means it's under your name, still under your control, but you have the account to oversee them. I actually just opened one up for my daughter. She just turned 15, so I opened up one custodial account for her, a Roth IRA, just to start her up. Yes, absolutely. Very easy to do.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway, sorry, we took your thunder.
No, it's okay. 非常好，我觉得这个Justin 其实给了我们一个非常实用的 tips。也就是说，如果您有自己的公司或者生意，那孩子 officially 12岁起就可以替家族工作，那么您也可以名正言顺的给他报酬，并且把他的钱可以放到 Roth IRA 当中，而且他 consequently 您自己也可以。有可能有机会降低您自己的税务负担。那么如果您真还没有自己的生意或者公司，那比如说您买了一个出租房，那么通常来讲您会成立一个 LLC， 那换句话说，孩子也可以去为这个 LLC 工作，去打扫这个出租房诸如此类的。反正我觉得这方面的话，其实有很大的想象力。如果有进一步咨询这个 Justin 的，我其实特别是有些 private 的 question， 我觉得你们可以联系Justin 具体去问他怎么样可以做到尽早的为孩子这个开这个 Roth IRA 的户口。那么话讲到这儿，我小结一下好吗？第一 ，Roth IRA 不仅可以用于成年人的退休计划的财务计划安排，用在孩子身上会更好。第二，开户以后您可以选择不同的投入方式，以及投不少不同的钱，但通过我们实例，我们知道 时间就是金钱，越早建立 Roth IRA 越好，因为道理很简单，这个早投入早收益，而且它对最后的总额影响显著。第三，账户肯定是孩子的名字，只要孩子有收入，任何年龄都可以开。父母支付孩子劳动也是完全可以的。当然，孩子18岁以前，账户通常由父母管理，直到他成年。嘉宾们有什么补充吗？
我觉得 Jerry 你的总结太好了，我们30分钟的话给你3分钟就讲掉了，讲得非常好，真的是这样。我觉得我一直就是跟我很多客人讲这些事情，这个东西就是说，还有一点我想补充的就是说，我们中国父母是世界上最好的父母，总是想为孩子创造非常好的条件，为他做一个更好的就是比我们自己更好的一个起点。但是我因为孩子比较大了，我最大孩子差不多26岁，最小的今天19岁，他的生日。我也自己有很多的教训，我觉得就是说也有经验。很重要的是教育孩子一个理念，这个理念的教育可能是比真正给他的钱要重要的多。就像你刚才说的杰瑞，不只是给他一条鱼，要教会他钓鱼。就像我的孩子现在就是今年嘛，不是那个叫什么？不是税那个股票跌的那段时间，我的3个孩子都把他的 Roth IRA 都放满了，而且是放了19年又放了2020年的。就一般他们就觉得他们的朋友都不知道有这个东西，对不对？因为学校里不教你这些东西，但他们看到他的账号有这么多钱，他知道这是一个多么 powerful 的一个工具，你不用去教他，因为孩子并不喜欢听你去教他，你用实际的东西给他看。就像我给我孩子很小的就买了人寿保险，等到他们21岁的时候，他们拿到了那份人寿保险，就看了这么多的现金价值，就问我妈妈你当初放了多少钱？我没有放多少钱 ，right？ 这个东西对他来讲就是一个最好的这个金融上面的理念的一个叫什么教育。我觉得这样的话，他们以后不管是有什么挫折什么样，总是有一些他自己很好的一个理财的功能。我觉得这个是很重要很重要，我一直想强调这一点，杰瑞。
谢谢 Justin 啊。Ron, do you have anything to add upon?
No, I think we kind of hit the core of what we're talking about today. I think we should look at the question and answers to see if we can help any questions and answers.
Sure, thanks. 我觉得Justin 讲的非常非常的那个好啊，深入浅出，而且他把自己的家庭，把自己对孩子们的这个安排的方式，这个都告诉给了大家，我觉得非常非常实用，对我本人都非常有启发。这个顺便说一下，那个Justin 跟 Ron 的联系方式在屏幕上，大家可以直接约 Justin 跟 Ron 的咨询时间。这个想用中文做进一步咨询的，我建议约 Justin； 想直接开户或者用英文咨询的，直接约 Ron。他们都特地为我们在座的朋友们提供了半小时的免费咨询，所以你自己可以安排一下问题，这个可以充分利用这半小时时间进一步咨询或者做进一步的安排。那个因为这是一个非常实用的话题，所以呢，我们不准备花更多的时间在这个讲这个理念或者讲这个理论方面，我们会把更多的时间留给 Q&A。在进入我们 Q&A 之前的话呢，我再次提醒，想拿到我们讲座 PPT 的那个尤其是新朋友，请扫描那个我们的公众号，并输入 PPT 3个字符，那么您就会自动得到 PPT。老朋友 again 只要进入公众号就可以了。时间关系，那我们现在准备进入 Q&A。这个
第一个问题我来回答吧，好像是用中文问的。孩子开始工作是不是不再是父母的 dependent， 必须自己报税？不需要。孩子的收入如果刚才我讲的在那个 standard deduction 之下的话，他是不需要 file 的，他还是可以是你的 dependent。So you did not lose any benefit， 只有好处。这个问题可以了吗？如果这个朋友还有什么问题，可以在下面再问啊。我对你的回答就还是你的 dependent。自己也不用报税，但是可以开 Roth IRA。
Justin 能看到下面的问题吗
？The next one is Maggie Liu 对 Maggie Liu 的问题是 Is 1099 okay or must be W-2, both are fine. So define earned income, both 1099 miscellaneous form and W-2 form is, income. 就这里跟大家说，就只要是有工作收入就可以，不管是什么样的 form 啊。The next one, I think.
对，你继续看，我看不到这个问题。
Okay. The next one is, does the child have to have a W-2 or 1099 file their own tax return? They're supposed to have some kind of form to show that they have income, unless they have cash income. Let's say they do a paper route and someone paid them cash, then they're supposed to report it on their Schedule C, then they may have to pay a little bit tax. If they get a W-2, there's no tax needs to be paid. Again, here, if it's parents own a company, trust me, it's definitely good for you because you are transferring income from a higher tax bracket to a lower tax bracket. But if they really work outside, they get a form, they may have to pay a little bit tax, which is no big deal because I'm sure they learned the ethics of working.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Amy. That's Ron. What do you think? Do you have to provide proof?
You have to provide proof that a child is having income to open a Roth IRA. In some situations, depending, that's an accountant question, for Justine.
I think when you open the account, Ron, you do not need the proof, right? I've never had anyone ask me for proof.
No. To open the account, you can just open the account. For verification of income for the U.S. government, that's a different story.
Yeah. So you don't need to show Ron. So let's say you want to open up one with Ron, and you don't need to show Ron your kid's tax return. But in theory, the kids should have made some money. Okay?
Correct.
Okay, Carla's question. Is it Carla's question? I think yes. This will be the kids' retirement income, a retirement asset, though. I don't think it will be calculated towards the asset that you need to be spent, just like parents' retirement income is not counted towards the FAFSA calculation. 这里的话，如果有其他客人有更好的建议的话，可以帮助一下这个 Carla。I believe kids' Roth IRA will not be counted towards asset that the kids need to use because supposedly you have to wait until 59 and a half to touch that money, right? I mean, I've done FAFSA for my kids, was never a problem there.
Yeah, I've done it as well.
I've never had any financial aid, so I don't know. Maybe it will affect. I'm not 100% sure, but from my understanding, it should not affect. It's their money, but it's their retirement money. Should not be counted towards.
That is correct. That is correct.
Anita, can my kids use the money from the Roth IRA towards a down payment for a house? Technically, you can, right, Ron? I think you can. But
yes, at any given time, we can withdraw the principal that you deposit into a Roth IRA, and then also you can withdraw a certain percentage for your first down payment on your house.
Yeah, so Ron is talking about tax code that you can take out the first $10,000 without paying any penalty. But what I tell most of my people is you can always take all your contributions out because your contributions are after tax money. Like my son, if he has put in $5,000 a year since he was 15, so by the time he's 25, 10 years, he's already put in $50,000. So he can definitely take out that $50,000 and put into down payment. But I would really advise him against it. You know why? Because when you take money out of Roth IRA, what did you take out from? Not just the money. You take out the possibility that the money that these money can make. So he was gonna be a millionaire. Now he's not gonna be a millionaire anymore. So this is huge. So I would say if you don't have money for down payment, put a small down payment and borrow the money. Interest rate is so low right now, right? Do not take your money from your Roth IRA unless you have no other way. There's another thing about financial planning, right, Ron? We always talk about it, right? You have to have emergency fund, right? Don't touch your retirement. 对，好的。
刚才有个朋友，我插一句啊，刚才有个朋友问，就是说， Roth IRA 里面的钱不可以拿来付孩子的这个买房子的这个 down payment？ 答案是yes。如果理论上有足够多的 contribution 的话，因为这个道理，我想我自己理解啊。如果说错了，那个 Justin 你纠正我。就是说contribution 就是说你投进去的本金，那么这个钱理论上本身是付过税的，所以理论上你可以任何时候都拿出来，都没有 penalty 的。当然从政府角度上来讲，它免你税的实际上是免的是那部分增值的，所以增值的话理论上要到能够拿出来的时候才拿出来。当然 Justin 也讲过，就是说如果你把 contribution 拿出来，那么实际上从某种程度上来讲是杀鸡取蛋。尽管当然如果必要的时候我们还是要去拿的，对吧？但是如果可以，对，你如果可以，那你可能还是想其他办法去解决临时的财务上的需要。这个钱因为放在里面越长久越好。
对啊，刚才 Ron 说了，你如果继续这样放的话，你的孩子不管他是做什么职业，将来生活中有任何什么困难，他都会有在退休的时候有200多万美金 ，right？ 但是你在中间，如果你这个 pass 有就是怎么讲转到了，这个就没有了，对不对？这是很大一件事情。
对。
Okay. The next one, what kind of documentation would be needed per IRS rule if we hire a kid to do the work? You supposedly will issue him a W-2 or 1099 if it's a company. Yep. Even if as a parent, let's say if your kids really do like mow the lawn for you, I don't know, do some work for you, you can also pay him and issue him a 1099 as a person to person. The only thing is you do not get a tax write-off if you don't have a business.
Correct.
我觉得大家对雇佣孩子有很多很多的问题，你们可以跟我 schedule 一个 call， 我可以，因为每个人的情况是不一样的。其实他的这个怎么讲？说的难听一点吧，我这么多年没有过一个客人被 IRS audit 说你的孩子没有收入，怎么开了 Roth IRA？ 我不是说你可以没有收入啊，只是说这个不是一个how do I put it？ 这个不是一个好像要活的事情 ，right？ 你并没有在做一件坏事情，好吧？好，中影的问题我们回答过了。Okay, this is your question, Ron. When my kid turns 18, does the Roth IRA automatically go to him or her?
It's not automatically. When they turn 18, there's a series of forms that they have to sign over. It's just really quick, simple documentation that then you can give that Roth IRA under their control when they are an adult age. So it's very simple. We do it every year, every month, pretty much. So it's very simple.
Yeah, and if your kid is not, okay, I don't want to say something bad, but if your kid is like a spender, you don't have to transfer it.
Correct. You can maintain control as long as you want. Yes, Justine.
You can maintain control when he's 30, when he matures. You know, I've seen so many trusts that don't allow the beneficiary touch anything until he turns 30. Why?
That is true, and that's a different conversation. Yes.
Yeah, you think 18 means he knows everything? Nah.
Agreed. Yes,
so the answer is no, right? It's not automatically go.
No.
It is not automatic. It is under the parents' control when they want to. Yes.
Okay.
请问小孩最低的雇佣年龄是多少？那么有几个不同的它不是一个 black and white 的，就是如果你是一般的公司去雇佣一个人的话，一般的 labor law 在 Illinois 州我知道是15岁 ，OK？ 但是如果父母自己有business 家族的企业的话是12岁。但是如果你的孩子是一个，就像刚才杰瑞讲的，如果是 actor、model 或者是这种，现在有很多小孩打高尔夫球是吧？好像8岁9岁就开始赚钱了。那这个 it's all okay as soon as they have earned income. As a parent, you can start the Roth IRA. 陈桂林的问题could you record? Oh yeah, the session is recorded.
Yes.
And you will every single attendee will get a recording about 24 hours after this. And you can share that recording with all your friends. And they can also visit our website, which is www.zoagency.com. All our previous webinars on there. We have a lot of webinar record. When you have nothing to do or when you walk, you can listen to it. 韩平 That 6,000 can come from anywhere, right, Ron?
Yes. Yes. As parents, you can contribute up to the maximum of 6,000 per child, as long as you're showing documentation-wise that the child has income coming in, whether they're working for you. Or
and actually, I think you touch a really good point. I don't think a high school kid went to work, crazy, make the minimum wage, will put that money into the Roth IRA. So it's up to you to put the money, but he has to make the money first. So you teach him that lesson and you put the money for him.
Correct.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm still matching my kids. So they put 3,000, I put 3,000 this year because they don't make much money. Yeah, I want to teach them a good habit.
Or you can start small. You can start with just $50 a month, $100 a month, just to start them in the process.
Yeah, Ron showed you guys 1,000. What does that do for you, right?
Right.
Yeah. And as a parent, you can give kids gift up to $15,000 a year. So there is no problem on gift tax here. Okay, don't worry about it. Lily, yes.
这15000块钱的作为礼物，孩子我 in theory 可以投到那个 kids 的 Roth IRA 里面吗？
但你不能投15000啊，因为 Roth IRA 最多只有6000呢。
I know，就是从里面拿6000投进去。
Nobody really ask you when you open the account where that money is coming from. Come on, right, Ron?
No, for sure. Especially if it's a custodial account, they know it's okay. They know.
Okay,
go ahead.
然后还要记住咯，杰瑞，15000块钱是每个孩子每个父母可以给15000嘛，对不对？你跟你的太太可以给 Daniel 3万的。
I know, but there's a ceiling there, right?
对的，还是有一个小小的 ceiling， 就是 serious. Yeah, okay. Lily says, how much do the kid needs to make per year in order to qualify? I guess if he makes 2,000, you can put so the Roth IRA limit is your earned income or $6,000, whichever is lower. So if your kids made 2,000, then the limit is 2,000. So make sure he makes 6,000, so you can put in the maximum to be the millionaire, right?
Correct.
Zhou Wei, is there any restriction besides of earned income? No, there is no other restriction, and parents' financial status does not matter here.
That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it.
Yeah, especially like Ron said, all the wealthy people do this because wealthy people do one thing. They don't just save tax today. They save tax for the entire life.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people worry so much, focus so much on how much I can save tax today. But it's more about your planning to never pay tax again in the future with your after-tax after-tax money. When you do investment, you want to make sure Uncle Sam never gets to touch that money, right, Ron? That's how
correct.
They're wealthy.
Different mentality, exactly, which we'll talk about in further webinars.
Oh, Julia wants to know a little about backdoor Roth IRA. I can give you a short infomercial here, okay? I think it's better for you to schedule a call with me. So what you do is when your income is too high, what do you mean by too high? I do not remember the exact number, but for married filing jointly is like 195,000 or something like that, right? I don't know the exact number, something like that. It changes a little bit, yeah. And for a single person is like 125,000. Don't quote me, something like that. When your income is so high, you cannot do straight Roth IRA. You cannot go just open up a Roth IRA and put money in there. But what you can do is you can put money in the traditional IRA first. Because no matter how much you make, you can always contribute to traditional IRA. Only when your income is that high, your traditional IRA is no longer deductible. That means it does not save you tax today. But you can always put it in. So you put it in within 24 hours, convert it into the Roth IRA.
Correct.
Right? I think Ron does a lot of that for his clients. Like every day.
We do. Julia, we do a lot of helping clients with a backdoor Roth IRA pretty much every month, a lot of them. And it's a special situation. So please, private message us, and we can talk about that for sure.
Yeah. If you have tax question on the backdoor, you can talk to me. And if you want to set up one, Ron is really the best. He's an expert at backdoor Roth IRA. Jackie. Yes, you can, Jackie. I'm so glad you came to the webinar today. The deadline is July 15. Yes, you can open account for your kids still for 2019. And if if you do plan to pay your kid more for 2020, you can put in the money now. Like all my kids already maxed out their 2019 and 2020.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Jolene Wong.这个是不对的 Jolene 如果他是你的孩子的话 as long as you I think everyone can see the question, right? Everyone can see the question. Okay, so I'm not going to read the question. It's a very good question, Jolene. Don't worry, if that's your kid, your dependent kid, you still can claim him or her as long as you provide more than half of the support and they live with you. Only when they're not your kid, let's say they're your sister, brother, and then you cannot claim them, but you can definitely claim them. You can check the dependent link on irs.gov. 孙海英 Yes, I think this is a repeat question. So basically, 就是说孩子赚多少钱就可以放多少钱，最多可以放到6000块。所以孩子如果赚了5000，你只能放5000；如果孩子赚了8000，你也最多只能放6000。就记住了，也就是孩子赚的钱跟6000块 ，whichever is lower。我们今天好多都是 ，it's a lot of question about whether the kids need to file income tax. So if the kids have a less than 12,000, the standard deduction, they actually do not need to file. But if they have a W-2 that has federal withholding, they should file and get the refund, right? So not to pay tax, but to get. So let's say my son went to work for Best Buy and made $10,000. Guess what? They're gonna take out withholding tax from his paycheck. So then he really should file tax. But I can still claim him as a dependent because I provide more than half of his expenses because I pay tuition for him, I pay his living, right? So I definitely can claim him. He cannot live on $10,000. Are you kidding me? Jackie. Okay, Ross, Ron, this is really your question. They have a question about if they want to open up a Roth, where they can open with, is there any commission fees and how they should make choices?
No, right now we help a lot of our clients open up Roth IRAs for their kids. Private message me, email me. We can help you take care of it. Right now, as you guys can know, the industry has changed. You know, there's pretty much zero commissions on transactions for buying and selling of securities into a Roth IRA. So we can absolutely help you with that.
So what financial institutions you use? Maybe you can just skip. I don't know whether you can tell. Is that true?
No, sure. Well, we for all our clients, we manage all their assets at TD Ameritrade, the TD Ameritrade platform, which I think is one of the best platforms out there. You know, one of the best capitalized. My kids' Roth IRA is there. You know, pretty much all my clients' assets are there, so we manage that. In these days, you know, commissions are pretty much zero. So it actually makes even more sense for you to help open up an account, a Roth IRA account for your children, because the fees are pretty much non-existent.
Yeah, and also, Jackie, I have one thing I want to tell you here, because as an accountant, I've seen people do their, especially backdoor Roth IRA wrong. And if you do it wrong, it's a lot of trouble, of trouble. So I think here you need to really seek professional help. And if Ron says there's no commission and it's recorded, so if he charges you a commission, you can sue him. There's a recording right here. Yeah, and also, yeah, Ron, they provide good service. Yeah, I refer clients to Ron, and they do a good job. They look at the long-term relationship with the client, managing your money instead of an upfront fee, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Han, no, if your kids only made 2,000, you can only put 2,000. What I mean gift is you can let the kids enjoy the 2,000 buy a new gaming machine like my son bought, right? But I put the money for him because he's never gonna put that money in there because he wants to spend that money. So that's from that point of view, you gift them. Doesn't mean kids make 2,000, you give them another 2,000, you put in 4,000. So you can only put how much they make. Okay, Tony. No. Is that great? But okay, here comes. If the kids make money from his labor, no. But if the kids has investment income, it's a completely different story. Tony, if your kids have money from investment from his grandparents, you need to report it. But if they make money from working, not report it on your parents' tax return. Xu Chao. Wow, that's a complicated question, Ron.
Can I set up a Roth for my kids while they work?
I'm skipping a person too, right?
Yeah.
Lu Xiaohuang, yes, you can. You should absolutely have your son do the yard work.
Yes.
It's good physical work. We all need it. I think we all need a good physical work. You can pay him and you can open up a Roth IRA for him. Way to
Absolutely.
go. If that's what you take away from my webinar, I'm very, very happy.
Oh,
the last question is very complicated, Ron.
I see it. I see it. Can I set up a Roth IRA, Roth 401k for my kids? Wow. Wow. Okay.
So let me try, Ron. You can, comment later.
Sure.
For 401k, you can't just, unless it's called a single K, right? So for anyone to open up a single K, they have to own a business. So your kid has to own a business. I don't think that's going to happen, right? So for you to open up you have to have a company there, and your son has to be an employee participating in the employee's benefits. So I think it's not very realistic. I think you should stick with the Roth IRA, unless I'm understanding you wrong.
The only thing I can see is that if he owns a company and he actually legitimately hires his kids to work under them and set up a Roth 401k under the corporate structure, right? But it's a lot.
Then you can.
To open up a Roth IRA.
Then the limit on Roth 401k is 19,000.
Yes.
And this year 19,500.
Correct.
Yeah. You can put all your 19,500 on the Roth. Wow, that would be just awesome. Then it's not a multi-million, it's a multi-millionaire later on, right, Ron?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, good idea. I didn't think it that way. Yeah. Anita has a good question.
Actually, this is a question that I've been asked, and Justine.
I
think it's because of which calendar dates. Am I correct? If I miss a payment in 1 year, can I just put 2 payments in another year? There's a crossover date.
Are you talking about payment for contribution payment? Is that what you
mean?
Oh, you know what? It's good to tell everyone. So every year, the contribution deadline is your tax filing date, right? So it's April 15 normally. So it's 2020, April 15 for 2019. But this year, the tax deadline extended to July 15. So it's extended. So it's not December 31st of that year.
No, 那个问题是说，如果你 miss 掉了这个 deadline， 你可以下一年度补吗？
不可以，这个不可以，过了就是过了。对，过了就是过了。我的意思是说，这个deadline 是不是当年的年底，而是第2年？对，那个529就是当年，你如果在12月31号没有做，就没有做了。对，但是这个 Roth IRA 是跟 tax 走的。
So Justine, just to be clear, for Anita's question, if she did not put 6,000 into the Roth yet, can she put 6,000 for 2019 before July, and then also
15 and put another 6,000 for 2020? Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, that's what people need to understand. If they think they miss it, a lot of clients they think because December 31st they missed the payment, they can't put money in for their children. So just to let everyone know, just to be clear, you have to look at the dates.
Okay. What if, again, if Anita, you can always schedule an appointment with Justine and we can talk about specific questions. Some people may not want to ask very specific questions, but okay. Carla has another question. What if I want to put more money into the Roth greater than the maximum of 6,000? You know what, Ron? That's going to be our next topic, right?
Absolutely.
I love Carla. Do you know her?
No, Carla is a very up and coming, very, very professional woman who's very focused on her individual self-financing. So these are questions that are very concentrated for her.
Yeah. So Roth IRA, the limit is 6,000, right? But we told you guys in the very beginning, this is a series of webinars. The next one, we're going to talk about a Roth IRA that has no limit.
Correct.
Right? So 我就卖关子 okay? How to say that in English, Jerry? 卖关子. Well, we're not going to tell you. We're going to tell you. I hope you can come next time to listen to a webinar.
Yes.
Okay, so Carla, I'm sorry, I didn't really answer your question, but kind of answer. You cannot, but we have other ways to help you.
Correct. I will share strategies on how wealthy families do that, how they can put more money into a Roth, similar like IRA. Yeah. Okay, that's our next seminar. Look out for that. That's coming down the road in the next 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks on a Thursday. We will always do it on a Thursday every 2 weeks. Okay, you can also be a webinar junkie like me. Okay. VZ, would you mind briefly talk about retirement options for self-employed? You know what? I love that question too, because I'm self-employed all my life. Ron, kind of too, right? You're also the boss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are so many things you can do for self-employed people. So we have all the tools most people have, and we have tools they do not have, right? I love being self-employed. So you have all the traditional Roth IRA. You can do a 401k for yourself, a single 401k. There is a thing called a SEP. It's really, really cool. You can contribute up to 20% for self-employed people. You can contribute up to 20% of your earned income, or 54,000. I think the limit is 54,000.
Yes.
And there is another plan I'm doing for my clients, and those called defined benefits plan. I love them.
Yes.
You can put up to $200,000 into your retirement account. People always like their jaw just open, like 200,000 in retirement. Yes, you can. So defined benefits really just you create your own pension.
Correct.
So this plan, I think you really should schedule a time with me, and I can give you the really rundown about. As a self-employed person, you have so many options. Yeah.
Yes. VC, make sure you schedule an appointment. There's some really interesting stuff you want to learn.
If the kids didn't earn money in the year, then you cannot put money, right?
That's correct.
That's correct. Make sure he makes money in 2020, okay?
Yeah. Make him mow the lawn. Make him throw out the garbage. Make him wash dishes.
Oh, babysit your younger kid. That happens, right? Ron, did your older one babysit your younger one?
All the time. You can make them work. You know, as you guys know, the Chinese culture, we're all about work ethic. Teach the kids how to work.
Okay.
Sure.
My daughter already filed the 2019. Can she still? Yes, because Roth IRA does not affect your tax return, because it does not lower your tax liability. So the benefit is really tax-free growth. So go ahead and do it. And I want to mention something here, because we talk about 15. When you start from 15, you don't have to start at 15, right? That's the point, is to the earlier the better. If your daughter is already 20 or 25, still do it today better than not do it, right? Ron, right?
Yes, absolutely. Correct.
Yeah, I feel we have another chart. I don't know whether Yiru can show. There's a chart to show if you start at 5 or 35 or 45 or 55, the huge difference. Yiru, if you can find that chart, you can share. If not, it's fine.
Yeah, we can send it to you, Jackie.
Last question.
Last question, Justine.
Oh, that's a very good question. It's 100,000, Wong. It's not 10,000. You can withdraw up to 100,000 without any penalty, but you do have to pay ordinary income tax. You do not have to pay it in 1 year. You can pay it in 3 years, and you can put it back by the end of the 3 years. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I don't think it's only the people who had COVID-19 or lost their job. As long as you are affected. I mean, is there anyone that's not affected?
Correct.
I think it's a very, you can go and read the law. I think it's a very broad definition of being affected by COVID-19. VZ. Yeah, parents can gift the $6,000, but make sure your kids actually made $6,000 too, right? That year.
Sure. Make sure they show earned income.
Mm-hmm.
我觉得我想解释一下，因为这个问题反复的出现可能一开始连我自己都有点混起来。就是说，我的理解就是说，存进孩子这个 Roth IRA 的户口的钱 ，in theory 理论上是必须他自己挣的，但这个挣的方式可以是包括是割草的、洗碗的、这个跟家族做生意的，或者外出送披萨的都可以。但是呢，这所谓的 gift money 是指的是父母或者是祖父母，你可以给钱给孩子。从他们角度上讲，这个钱本身是不能作为孩子挣来的钱进入 Roth IRA 的。要是我理解对吗？
当然也可以了，但是我就说孩子是不可能把这个钱放在 Roth， 他肯定要花掉的嘛，对不对？孩子工作了，你叫他这个有太大的牺牲了。
对，刚才我想起来那个Justin 刚才举例子的时候，实际上是说他自己挣的钱，他本来想买东西，那么这样的话就变成一个两难的选择，到底是存钱为了将来，还是为了眼前去买个，比如说乐高或者怎么样游戏？但是呢 ，Justin 说，父母给的 gift money 可以就是用来去买礼品，对吧？或者买游戏、买乐高，他自己挣的钱一分都不要用在其他地方，就投到那个 Roth IRA 里面去，是吧？
对，可以的，对啊，反正就大家记住，就不用想的那么多，就是你的孩子赚了多少钱，你就可以在他的 Roth IRA 里面放多少钱，记住这句话就行了。这个钱到底是哪里来的 ？Nobody cares。我这么讲是不是又有误会？
我觉得是，我觉得你就是说一定要记住，这个钱是孩子挣来的。至于挣的方式，不是说我们通常理解的要跑到外面去工作，他可以为家里工作，为家族企业打工都可以。跑到外面去15岁，为家族就12岁，家里做家务什么的可能就更随便，对吧？这是我的理解。
对的，对的。
当然，你说这个我不知道，一年给他6000块钱，是不是合理是另外回事。
那个陆小双有个误会了，好像 I think Miss or Mr. Lu I think misunderstood us. So you cannot take it out until you're 59 and a half, right?
Correct.
Yeah, not before. You cannot. 你是要到59岁半以后才可以 tax free 的拿出来，而不是之前。这个之前你可以只能拿本金拿出来，是不用交税的。所有的收益是要交税，还要交 penalty。OK？ 那么59岁以后、60岁以后 ，you can do anything you want with the money， 没有任何的税了
啊。How parent can
you can give your kid a 1099.
Correct.
如果你自己有一个 business， 你可以给 W2， right？Okay, I think we answered a lot of questions, right? Is there anything some people put in the chat?
Yes, if there's any additional
I'm so sorry.
Justine or myself.
Go ahead.
No, I said if there's any additional questions, just email myself or Justine. No problem at all.
You
can scan our WeChat and send us a text during WeChat. I had a good number of people already connect with me on WeChat. We're here to help. And, again, I think the takeaway message here is time. It's time of the essence. You want to start, especially for your children. You want to start now. You want to start early. If you yourself have not done it, you got to start now as well. But for your children, to help them become millionaires, you got to start now.
Ron 讲就是说时间非常重要啊，就是说这个他其实希望大家就早点了解，然后早点去为孩子们开这个户口，因为从这个刚才讲了很多的实例，实际上大家就是说都明白这个道理了。那个 Justin 又有一个问题可以回答吗？
对，刚才回答过了，就是我的感觉是不会影响到的。为什么呢？至少我的孩子没有被影响到，但是因为我的孩子没有拿到 financial aid， 所以的话就是我们上次专门做过一个529的一个讲座，你们可以去听一听，在我们的那个我们公司的网站上应该是有的。对，那个529就是讲的，就是它有2种资助，一个是叫 financial aid， 一个是叫那个 merit-based scholarship， 它肯定不影响你的 scholarship。但是 financial aid 呢，我说了，就如果你去公立学校的话，基本上你的收入在5万以上就申请不到的了。当然。私立学校可能会好一些，但是我觉得作为孩子的资产的话 ，Roth IRA 应该是不算的，因为这是个退休金，就像父母的资产在退休金里的也是不算的，我是这么理解的。当然，我不是这个方面的专家，我只是有自己有3个孩子填 FAFSA 的经验。
这个我可以理解，我觉得 by definition 这个是钱，因为本身来讲，至少它的增值部分是在60岁以前不能拿的嘛。
对啊。
所以我不认为这个会影响这个孩子申请。假定说原来家庭本身也符合这个要求，这个我觉得那就是你还可以得到。当然，如果你每年放6000块，这个钱的来源是家族给的，那么自当别论了。我觉得这是一个比较个性化的一个问题，可能就是说还要把每家的情况拿出来分析，才可能得出一个更为准确一些的。
对，但是我真的是觉得我填过好多次 FAFSA， 我3个孩子都大学，2个已经毕业了，填过8次，我小女儿填，对吧？应该是 retirement account， 我自己的、我孩子的都是不算在我们的资产里面的。
对。
但是那个朋友，我告诉你，你要是做梦想拿 financial aid 真的很难。现在 ，it's very difficult。我们上次做的讲座里，你还记得吗？杰瑞是只有12%的人拿到financial aid，right？
对，
除非你不是
2%可以拿到钱奖。
对，很少，对。OK。
那这样好不好？那个不知不觉当中已经也超过了1个多小时，1个小时20分钟了。那时间关系啊，这个我们就Q&A 就这样好吗？那个我强烈建议就是说，朋友们如果还有问题的话，这个约一下那个 Justin 跟 Ron。Again， 如果你想用中文沟通的话，那我觉得 Justin 更合适；如果想用英文沟通的话，那 Ron 肯定是你的首选。尤其是如果您想直接开这个孩子 Roth IRA 的户口的话，这个因为 Ron 在这方面确实经验非常丰富，有这个将近30年的经验。这个那我还有几点跟朋友们这个沟通一下啊，就是说会后呢，您可能会收到一个 survey， 这个请告诉我们你的想法，以便我们选择更多朋友们感兴趣的话题，把讲座呢办得更好。那刚才 Justin 谈过下一场 webinar， 那也是我们的系列讲座的2，就是说复杂问题简单讲主要是在投资方面的。那预定在6月18号晚上7点题目是为什么富裕的家庭买生命保险？那我们想揭示一下本地的美国的富裕家庭购买生命保险背后的真实原因和考量，希望给到我们华人朋友们一些启示，欢迎大家们踊跃参与。那今天的话呢，这个非常感谢大家的参与，希望大家呢继续保持安全，保持健康，谢谢。
谢谢大家，希望你在下一次讲座上见到你们。Right, hope to see all of you guys next webinar.
Thank you.
And spread the word. If you are happy with our webinar, please bring more friends. The more the merrier, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry. Jerry, huh?
Have a good weekend, you guys.
Okay, we'll take care.
Mm-hmm.